We have our friend Rick Scott, senator from Florida, with us this evening. And Rick Scott's in a big battle because they're pouring millions of dollars into Florida to lie about Rick and lie about his opponent. Rick Scott, how are you, my friend?
Mark, it's fascinating. Why don't the Democrats just own what they believe? Why don't they just own it, that they want high taxes, big government, tell you what to do, Green New Deal? I mean, why don't they just own it? This is what they all believe in, but they sit here and they do all that stuff. Then when it's campaign season, they lie, and then they lie about Republicans. Like they say, I'm going to raise your taxes. Well, actually, I cut taxes 100 times while I was governor. So
I mean, you were governor for God's sake. Yes. Go ahead.
I mean, it's fascinating.
They're liars. That's why they have to raise all this money. That's why these billionaire Democrat oligarchs, they got to turn you into something you're not and turn her into something she's not. They want you to think they're moderates and they're compassionate and they have common sense when they're radical left-wing bomb throwers. Now, your opponent, let's have her name. Tell us about her.
Her name is Debbie Mercosur-Powell. She's a socialist. Her family came from Ecuador, and they believe in socialism. So she won one term in Congress out of Miami. They threw her out because, you know what? They don't like socialism. So her best friend was AOC. She's voted 100% of the time with Nancy Pelosi. I don't think Nancy Pelosi could get elected in Florida. So here's an example of what she did. They asked her, said, why were you for the Green New Deal? I wasn't for the Green New Deal. No, she co-sponsored it. Then she said, well, why are you asking me something like from 2019? So, I mean, they don't want to take any responsibility for anything they've ever done. So she wants to open borders. She wants to defund the police. She wants to raise your taxes but give tax breaks to illegals. I mean, think about this. This is Florida. Maybe Vermont. Maybe you could do that, but Florida. Mm-hmm. But they want to lie. They just go lie. They say that Republicans want to get rid of Medicare and Social Security, even though I have a bill that no Democrat will sign on to protect it. And they don't talk about the fact that Democrats cut Medicare by $280 billion a couple of years ago. Details. Why would you want to talk about that?
So how's it looking there?
Rally. She couldn't get a rally.
Yeah.
Did you hear this, Mark? She couldn't get a rally, so she came to ours and tried to push. She pushed campaign people. She pushed. Can you believe that? So the way I explained it is she came to our rally. We all decided we don't want any socialists in our rally, so we all said, no way. It was in Miami. She pushed to try to get into our rally.
Mm-hmm. Well, last time I checked, there's a lot of people in Florida who've lived under communism and socialism, and they want nothing to do with it. So how's it looking now, 4 or 5 days before the election?
Well, we're working hard. I'm traveling every day. I'm basically hitting 1 or 2 cities a day. We're doing rallies. We're doing get out the vote efforts. We've got, right now Republicans are showing up like crazy, but there's 5 days left. And so you just, what you do in this job is you just do it every day. So if we win every day, today we had over 50,000 more Republicans than Democrats voted. So we now, we're heading the right direction, but Democrats are spending a lot of money. Schumer's throwing millions into the state, and it's just all a bunch of lies. So tomorrow I'll be in Tampa all day. We'll do get out the vote. We'll do door knocking. We'll do rallies. We'll go to voting sites to just rally. All we're doing is just getting people go vote. If you have an absentee ballot, get it in. If you can early vote, bank your vote. Like Trump says, let's swamp them. Let's get our votes in early so we don't have to worry about Election Day.
Mm-hmm. Well, Senator, you already got my vote because I sent mine in. I'm stuck here in Virginia, but I'm a resident of your state, which is a fantastic state. Here's the other thing.
Your wife, your mother-in-law.
Let me tell you.
Like I tell everybody, once your vote's in, you get everybody else's in, too.
That's right. Now, here's the thing. You've got a state like Florida. It really is one of the freest states in the country, one of the best-run states in the country, so forth and so on. And then these radical leftists, they try and hide under the cover of tens of millions of dollars.
Right.
Basically, they want to bring to Florida all the problems, all the disasters, all the crap that so many in other states have left in order to come to Florida, right? Isn't that why they hide what they really believe?
Yeah, I mean, nobody would vote for him if you said, "Hey, I want government schools and no private schools." Like we've got unbelievable school choice in our state. If you went out and said that, "Oh yeah, I just want government schools. I don't want you to have any choice," that's not a selling issue. I want to raise your taxes. That's what they do, but the Democrats don't want to say that. They want to say, "No, there was those Republicans. They're going to raise your taxes." Right. So yeah, they just lie. So we just gotta, I tell people. We gotta raise money. We gotta get more volunteers. If you want to help us, go to rickscott.com. We've got volunteers. We've got people door knocking. We've got people making phone calls. We are getting ready we're hiring lawyers, getting ready for if they try to commit fraud election night. We are going to be ready to make sure we win and get back to the Senate. Then when we win that, I'm running to be the Republican leader, and hopefully we're going to have a majority. So I'll be the majority leader. So we actually maybe start solving some problems like balance to the budget, secure the border, make sure we're not at war all over the world, some logical things.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like with Donald Trump and your campaign that he's going to do quite well and you'll do quite well eventually?
I think so. I think there's no energy for the Democrats. I've hit every state, every county multiple times in Florida. There's so much energy. You see Trump signs everywhere. But I tell people, it doesn't matter what the polls say, because all the polls in my 2 governors race and my Senate race before said I would lose. It's just how do you go vote? We've got to get people out to vote.
And voting day is still going to have a lot of people there, but do you still have open early voting in Florida right now?
Yeah. Yeah, we have early voting through Saturday night, and then some counties have it Sunday, but most of the counties still have it through, or they have it through Saturday night. And if you have, we still have a lot of people with their mail-in ballots, haven't sent them in, so get those in. You got to make sure they're postmarked, but get them in as early as you can so you make sure they're voted. So what we want to do is win by such a wide margin all across the country. When they try to steal this election, they can't steal the election because we won by such a wide margin. Remember, Mark Elias, the Democrat lawyer, came down in 2018 after I won by 57,000 votes and said he's going to win through the courts. And thank God we had 1,000 lawyers, 7,000 volunteers, and we beat him, even though they committed fraud after the election day. So I just tell people, you got to work, be a poll watcher, be a poll worker, get your vote in. I mean, this is every election, everybody says it's the most important, but every time you look at how far left these Democrats have gone, it is the most important election of our lifetime.
It's not a debate over policy. They literally want to destroy this republic and our economic system and our borders, and they're working on it right now.
Their Constitution.
Yeah,
they want to pack the Supreme Court. What they want to do is just. If they do exactly what Castro did, they want to do exactly what Maduro did. They want to do exactly what Ortega's doing.
Senator Scott, God bless you. You have our full backing and endorsement. It's rickscott.com. Anybody who can help him, please do.
Mark.
Folks, vote early. Come on. It's so easy in Florida, it's not even funny. Vote early in Florida, all over the country. Vote early. Support your candidates so we can actually win. God bless you, my friend.